Hello, Atlanta Falcons fans. Today we have some exclusive news that you can't miss. So get ready because there's a lot of important information coming. Before we start, we'd like to take the opportunity to subscribe to the channel, activate the bell, and stay up to date with all the news about our Atlanta Falcons. Don't forget to leave a like, which really strengthens our community and helps bring this content to those who are most passionate about the team. Now, without further ado, let's get straight to today's news. Jeff Ulbrich just crowned the Falcons secondary in a way that the numbers back up. The Falcons defense has shown through the first 5 games of the season. Overall, their completion percentage of 57.7% is considered the best in the NFL, and the cornerbacks have contributed significantly to that performance. Starters A.J. Terrell, Mike Hughes, and D. Alford are averaging a completion rate of 53.5%, well above average. This statistic alone may explain why Falcons defensive coordinator Jeff Ulbrich believes they have the best cornerback cap in the league. It's certainly a bold statement, but the statistics back it up. Falcons DC Jeff Ulbrich says he believes Atlanta has the best group of cornerbacks in the league. The defense is among the top 3 in the league in quarterback rating allowed, first in passing yards allowed per game, and has yet to allow a game with more than 200 yards. This kind of absurd defensive performance hasn't been seen in Atlanta since the 1970s, and the secondary makes life easier for the defensive line. Jeff Ulbrich just made a bold statement about the Falcons secondary. In his first year back in Atlanta, Ulbrich transformed the unit with a revamped pass rush system and a transition to a younger, more versatile approach, which quickly paid off. They kept Josh Allen in check, and the secondary will need to do the same against the 49ers. For the Dirty Birds cornerbacks to maintain this performance, star A.J. Terrell needs to stay healthy. He missed 2 games with a hamstring injury but played very well on the field. The Clemson native had a fantastic rookie season and was named a second-team All-Pro in his sophomore season. Surprisingly, D. Alford provided the most stability after a fantastic game against Buffalo. The 2022 undrafted free agent recorded an interception, a sack, and 3 passes defensed, capping off the best game of his career. For the Falcons secondary to have sustained success, Terrell, its leader, needs to continue performing at his elite level. This is especially true because depth is the problem, not an asset for the Dirty Birds to lean on. So far, the numbers suggest that Atlanta's secondary has been playing phenomenally. Although they have battled injuries, key players have stepped up and proven that defense is a concern. The Falcons have important matchups in the coming weeks that will seriously test their secondary. The Falcons' glaring weakness could force a shocking blockbuster trade at the deadline. The Atlanta Falcons may be 3-2, but their wide receiver core is in shambles. Darnell Mooney is back on injured reserve, and it looks like Ray McCloud won't be in Atlanta much longer. And it's becoming clear that Terry Fontenot can't wait until the offseason to address the situation. The Dirty Birds were linked to Tyreek Hill before his season-ending injury, but it appears another Dolphins receiver could be the perfect deadline acquisition. The 1 to 5 Fins appear to be obvious sellers, which could make Miami receiver Jalen Waddle the perfect target for the Falcons. After the most impressive 2-game stretch of Michael Penix Jr.'s career, the Falcons need to continue setting up their starting quarterback for success. Waddle's blistering speed would be a perfect fit alongside Drake London and Bijan Robinson, making a great unit even more daunting. Terry Fontenot likely to pull out all the stops to trade Jalen Waddle. The 26-year-old has shined since being drafted number 6 overall in the 2021 draft, posting 3 consecutive seasons with over 1,000 yards before his numbers dipped last year following the departure of Tua Tagovailoa. The Texan has excelled admirably in Hill's absence, enjoying his 2 best games of the season as a full-time WR1. In 6 starts in 2025, Waddle has caught 29 passes for 390 yards and 3 touchdowns, and currently ranks 4th in the AFC in receiving yards. Both Mike McDaniel and Chris Grier are on their way out of Miami, and it's clear a major roster clearance is looming. The Dolphins are in negotiations to sign Waddle, Jalen Phillips, and Bradley Chubb, and now there are rumors that star running back Devon Achane may be on his way out. While Kyle Pitts has returned to form in 2025, his future with the Falcons remains in serious doubt. The former Alabama player is under contract through 2028, and his $28.25 million AAV seems like a bargain. The problem with any potential deal is that it would complicate extension negotiations with Robinson and London, two players Fontenot and Raheem Morris can't afford to let go. Furthermore, acquiring Waddle would likely require a second-round pick, a steep price for a team already without a 2026 first-round pick. However, the Falcons have also been linked to players like Jerry Jeudy, Jacoby Myers, and Calvin Ridley, and a receiver move appears inevitable. But if they acquire Waddle, it would show signs of the Julio Jones and Roddy White receiver duo that helped Matt Ryan rise to stardom in the early 2010s, and it would spark the league's second-best offense,